Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to week number 1 here of the UDSRA Sprint Car Series. And this week, we are currently going to be at Williams Grove, and we are going to be here for the next 11 weeks for some sprint car action. The series sponsor for all of our races here at UDSRA at Williams Grove is Pennsylvania Posse Racing at paposseracing.com. Make sure to check them out. Them guys have some great stuff on that website. I visit it all the time. Being from Ohio, I like to keep up on the Pennsylvania Posse guys and see if, you know, they can't get a 1 or 2 up on the World of Outlaws. But that's a different story tonight. The UDSRA Sprint Cars will be racing here at Williams Grove Speedway. A lot of heavy hitters. As you see the cars on the track now, everybody trying to get some hot laps in before we get rolling for tonight's events. Throughout the night, we'll be broadcasting a heat race. We'll broadcast the B main if we need to broadcast a B main if there's enough cars. We'll also, you know, we'll try and get some interviews if we can, you know, and then we'll go feature time here. So as we're still going to be having a hot lap session here for a little bit, let all the guys kind of roll in here and get some laps turned. Make sure everybody's all ready to go here for week number 1, as it can get pretty interesting sometimes in week 1. A lot of guys chomping at the bit. You definitely want to try and get a points advantage in week number 1 and try and set yourself ahead of the field for the future weeks to come. Is a lot of times it's hard to get back on somebody, especially, you know, if they're a good solid driver and they're turning good laps and they're finishing well. It can be tough to get points back on somebody. So I expect a lot of these guys to be hungry tonight and really try and do the best that they possibly can to try and get that good points advantage heading forward for the next 11 weeks over here with the UDSRA Sprint Cars. Another announcement for those of you who are older viewers, we are No Brakes TV. You can find us on Facebook, find us on YouTube. And we will be here for every night of the UDSRA Sprint Cars presented by Pennsylvania Posse Racing at paposseracing.com. The word from race control here in just a few minutes. They're going to get the drivers meeting underway. And after that, we'll roll into some heat race action. A quick little background we can give as well. UDSRA sprint cars, they mainly ran on R Factor for a couple of years. And they're now transitioning over to the current and better platform, dare I say, of iRacing, as UDSRA is known for putting on great shows, bringing out some of the best talent that you can possibly find. A lot of these guys, they race in real life, and they like to hop on here and try and keep their rhythm going, try and, you know, make sure that they stay in good shape for the real racing. And this racing here, it's about as real as it possibly can get. I have raced here before, and a lot of these guys kick my butt, so I'm kind of glad I'm on this side of things tonight. Right now, looking at about 19 cars that have taken time on the track. See if we don't get a couple more in here before we get going. And for any of you out there watching, if you've never seen a race at Williams Grove, whether it be in person or on YouTube, Facebook, anything like that, I highly suggest you look it up. This track is it's really unique and provides some really great racing, especially once it slicks off to the wall. So we'll see if we can't get that here tonight, and see if we can't get a good couple battles going throughout the field. It's definitely a scary kind of track, but it provides some really good racing and a lot of high speeds, and that's why it's one of the top tracks in the country if you ask a lot of fans, and a lot of drivers, they like it too. You know, there's nothing like going 120, 130 miles an hour down the straightaway and just throwing it into the corner. Looks like we got a couple more guys coming in and starting to turn laps here. Just a few more minutes, folks, as race controls working through, making sure that they got everything in place for a night, make sure that these guys are going to have a good race and give us a good race to broadcast, and I have no doubt in my mind UDSRA will indeed provide that for us. So here in just a couple short minutes, we shall start to get underway with tonight's program. Word from race control, about 10 minutes here before the driver's meeting starts. And then after that driver's meeting, they're going to roll it over into qualifying, get everybody all put in and ready to load up for some heat race action. Driver's meeting here usually lasts about 10 minutes as UDSRA likes to, definitely go over the night and, really talk to these guys, answer any questions, and just make sure everybody's strapped in and ready to go. You definitely want to be as comfortable as you can, especially at a track like Williams Grove. So the more questions they can answer, I would say, the better, because this track is it can get a little hairy at times, and definitely makes for an interesting race to watch. That's for sure. Look at some leaderboard times here of hot laps. Alec Kane right now is at the top of your list. He has hit a 16.424. Second place on the list is Casey Graves. Casey's hit a 16.490. And third is Jamie Martin. He's hit a 16.498. Those are very close times. Interesting to see how that'll play out. Jamie Martin, he hails out of Arnold, Missouri. Sponsored by T3M. He'll be in the number 15 car this evening. Fourth place on your list, a man that I am very accustomed to seeing at the front of the field in the 18 car. That'll be Kevin Loveys. Kevin Loveys definitely a car to watch out for. He says he hails out of Canada. Sponsored by KLR, Kevin Loveys Racing. He is definitely a threat each and every night that he shows up at the racetrack. It'll be interesting to see how Kevin Loveys performs here tonight. Fifth place on your hot laps list right now with a 16.843 will be David Flick. David Flick out of Livingston. Sponsored by Foxco. He'll be down in the number 56 sprint car here tonight at Williams Grove. Sixth place on your hot laps list will be Nick Cooper in the 35 car. He's currently sitting at a 16.894 for this hot lap session. Nick Cooper out of Waterloo, New York. Says he is sponsored by Eagle Chassis, Green Photos, and sorry if I butcher this, Honyi Auto Parts. Nick, I'm sorry if I messed that up, buddy. Just let me know. Moving on. Another car on the track here that I see sits 8th on the board with a 16.937. That's Jesse Deeds. He is in car number 36. Another car on the track that I'm used to racing against, an all-around good guy in the 177. That would be Joshua Gaiman. He's at a 16.976. Joshua Gaiman out of Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania, hometown. Sponsors RPM Chassis Repair, Kings Gap General Store, number 177. So He is a hometown car here, as Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania is conveniently where Williams Grove is located. Another car on the track here, just pulling out in the 12 car. That'll be Jeremy Rucker. He's out of Kansas. Jeremy Rucker in the 12 car, sponsored by Rothhun Kennels and Under the Influence Race Designs. Jeremy Rucker, not too bad of a hot shoe behind the wheel of a sprint car. See what he has for the UDSRA Sprint Car Series here tonight, presented by PA Posse Racing. Another car on the racing surface here, Larry Moody in the 73 car. He's currently at a 17.596 as the track begins to slick off some more and those fast times begin to fade. Larry Moody out of St. Louis, Missouri, sponsored by UDSRA. So through these hot laps here, looks like a lot of guys are starting to try and get their cars set up for a slick racetrack. That seems to be where we are heading for this evening. We'll see how the track plays out. Well, it looks like the drivers' meeting is getting ready to begin here. We'll have a little bit of an intermission in between the drivers' meeting and when the racing will pick back up. So now would be a good time to go grab a drink, use the bathroom, get something to eat, get yourself settled down on your couch with your laptop or your tablet on your lap here, and get ready to watch some bad, fast sprint cars, the UDSRA sprint cars, that is, here at Williams Grove Speedway. We're going to take a quick break here, folks. Let them guys get their drivers' meeting done and we can get some racing underway. We will be back loud and proud once we get these 410 sprint cars back on the track. Well, ladies and gentlemen, looks like we're going to roll it over to qualifying here. During qualifying, you won't see any cars. They have it set to a, it's a private type of qualifying here. So they're just going to qualify, get everything lined up for the heat races. And then we will get some action rolling here on your screen. And while they're out qualifying, definitely want to say a big thanks to the series sponsor, Pennsylvania Posse Racing, PAPosseRacing.com. Can't say it enough. Really appreciate those guys coming out and putting a sponsor on this series. It's pretty cool when guys step up to do things like that. So, you know, a big thank you to them. And I know UDSRA really appreciates it, and us at No Breaks TV, we really appreciate it too. You know, it's pretty cool to be able to be on board with something like this, and we really look forward to the racing action that we're gonna get here on Williams Grove. And it's just gonna take us a few more minutes to get there, let everybody qualify, get the heat race lineups all set in. We'll be broadcasting one heat race here tonight, and then we will go straight into the feature, and we will get 30 laps around Williams Grove Speedway. As we're waiting to get underway here, another big and huge thanks to Tom Jinks, the man behind the cameras here at No Breaks TV. Really appreciate him and all the work that he puts into putting on these broadcasts, and really want to thank him for letting me come up here and flap my gums while these guys are racing. I really find it fun, and you know, I just really appreciate being able to do it, and I'm glad that he keeps having me back. So Tom, even though I know you can't talk, thanks a lot, man. So if you've watched our broadcast before, you know this little part where we have to go from one server to another. That's just part of how it goes here. So as we change over servers, you're going to see the overlays still here on the broadcast, and then we will get rolling here with a heat race.
on the 1 of Brandon Shepard. Moyer going to look to the inside for the race lead. Down the back straightaway, we got a race. Joey Coulter. It will not get out of Brandon Shepard's way. Probably doesn't know he's there. Shepard going to dive to the inside. Moyer with an opportunity, going to race to the high side. He decides to stay low. Going to follow in Shepard's tire tracks. Down the back straightaway they go. Weaver going to retire. Moyer now going to dive to the inside of Brandon Shepard for the race lead off of turn 4. Sheppy going to turn him back. 12 car lengths down the back straightaway. And that second spot, Sheppy now going to have to work in the middle of this Speedway to try to clear the 18 and Chase Young Hands. A desperate move in lap traffic. Young Hands lets him go by. That might do it down the back straightaway.
White flag is coming out for Shepard. 1 lap to go. The current point leader has led every lap, and this is the most important one. Down the back stretch into turn number 3. He'll sling it and bring it one more time. Checkered flag for the second time this year. The Rocket Shep wins.
Slide job for the lead. Sheldon Hodenshield over the cushion, and Schatz gets back by him to lead lap number 1. Hodenshield another slide job into 1 and 2, but Schatz has the momentum on the cushion. Sheldon Hodenshield staying right with Donnie Schatz. Another slider attempt in 3 and 4. Great battle for the lead. Hodenshield pulls the slider up short and gets back to the cushion. Donnie Schatz, Sheldon Hodenshield, Jason Johnson, Brad Speed, and Tim Schaefer, your top 5. Now 2 lap cars separate the leader from second place, and Jason Johnson's going to try a slider on Hodenshield in 1 and 2. Side by side for second. Give it to the Raging Cajun, but now Hodenshield back around him on the outside into corner number 3. Jason Johnson and Sheldon Hodenshield going at it for second, but that's allowing Donnie Schatz to pull away from the rest of the field. Underway. Jason Johnson goes to the cushion, gets by Sheldon Hodenshield. Johnson now second as they reach turn 1. David Gravel by Tim Schaefer, Brad Sweet as well. Schaefer shuffled back to 6th, Brad Sweet 4th, and David Gravel 5th. Gravel to the inside of Sweet out of turn 4, can't make the move there. 3 wide down the front stretch. Paul McMahon, Jason Sides, and Aaron Reitzel. 3 of them gaining ground on the 18 of Ian Manson. Schatz and Johnson both work the high side in turn 2. A little bobble out of turn 2 by Schatz. Johnson now to the bottom in 3 and 4. Donnie Schatz on the top. Jason Johnson slides up high. Couldn't make it stick down at the bottom of the Speedway. We're back underway. Great restart for Donnie. Oh, trouble behind him. Cars tangling. It's 3 cars involved in the accident. Aaron Reitzel, Jason Sides, and Joey Saldana get together in turn 4 on the restart. And we're undercaught. Back underway. Johnson to the inside in 1 and 2. Donnie Schatz runs the cushion. Johnson's got to run down the backstretch, but Schatz gets back to the high side into turn 3. Johnson follows, and now working below the cushion. Some rubber down on the racetrack in turns 3 and 4. Johnson to the bottom in 1 and 2. Schatz runs the cushion. Both drivers work just off of the cushion through the rubber at the exit of turn 4. So rubber down in turn 4, not so much in 1 and 2. Donnie Schatz a third of a mile away from his 3rd victory in 4 starts this season with the World of Outlaws Craftsman Sprint Car Series. Backstretch for the final time. He'll follow Kevin Thomas Jr. through turns 3 and 4. Donnie Schatz with a clean sweep with the Lone Star Speedway. Jason Johnson 2nd, Sheldon Hodenshield in 3rd. Climbing out for the 3rd time in 4 starts this season, and about to head up top to celebrate a World of Outlaws Craftsman Sprint Car Series win.
For full race results, series news, and features, visit worldofoutlaws.com.
Green flag is out. It's showtime! Shane Clan's going to take the early lead. Chummel falling to 2nd, Madden 3rd, Shepard 4th, Wells 5th, Davenport 6th. Lap number 1's going to go to the Georgia Bulldog. Sitting in a number 5 position, Davenport 6th, Shirley 7th, Eckert 8th, Roberts 9th, Michael Brown with a great run in the 10th spot. Now Shepard has taken the 3rd spot away from Chuck Franken. He'll set his sights on a half a straightaway or more away. Chris Smokey Madden. Shane Clanton setting up toward pace. This is a race he needed to do well in. So far, so good for the Bear Lake, Pennsylvania veteran. Again, Shepard will take a peek to the inside of Madden. This time, Madden opened up the door. They drag race down the backstretch into turn number 3 as they both try to close in on Clanton. Madden still holding off Shepard. That high side momentum will keep him runner-up. Shepard will take one more shot at him in turn number 2. Got a better run this time off that second corner, but Madden still has the high side to his advantage. Shepard great off of turn 2. This time he makes it close in 3. Here comes Brandon Shepard trying to get the runner-up spot away. At the line still Chris Madden. Halfway next time by. Shepard and Madden again will go wheel-to-wheel, door-to-door down the backstretch as they chase the leader. Madden able to keep him at bay, staying on that center groove. On the bottom of the racetrack is Shepard. We're halfway, 25 in, 25 to go. This time it's not going to work for Madden. Brandon Shepard got the best run he's had so far on him as he got by him in 1 and put him in his hip pocket. Shepard has caught the leader. 1/10 of a second, and here comes Brandon Shepard to the outside. Shane Clanton shut the door. He threw a block. Out of 4 they come. White flag in the air, 1 lap to go. Clanton still holding off Shepard. Now Shepard looks to the inside. The door is open. He can't walk through the threshold. They're going to head down the back chute for the final time. Clanton the leader, Shepard second, at Wells third. Checkered flag is going to wave at the line. It's going to be Shane Clanton. So Pierce and Moyer side by side as they work out of turn number 2. Billy Moyer showing the way. Pierce second, 3-wide battle for third between Junior, Babb, and Shirley. Fager on the outside looking in from 6. Lap number 1 is going to go to Mr. Smooth. The 17th place starter is 12th. Shepard's picked up 5 spots at the halfway point. Now we're going to have 10 to go next time. And Pierce to the inside of Babb for second. Here comes Pierce, 3 wide for the lead out of 4. It's still Billy Moyer. Pierce on the bottom, Moyer the meat in the sandwich. Babb the crust, now Babb will go to the inside. He'll rub tires with Pierce. They stay 3 wide for the lead out of turn number 4. Moyer again will show the way, here comes Pierce. Bobby Pierce goes to second. Moyer will take the lead away from Pierce. Babb finds himself in third, he'll dive underneath Pierce for second. Pierce on the outside of Babb, it's still Moyer, Pierce, Babb. 8 laps to go, and Brian Shirley says, I want to be a part of this. Shirley goes to third. Now he's going to go after Pierce for second. Brian Shirley taking the short way around. 5 laps to go, and now Pierce with a slide job in the lead. Moyer's in second. Here comes Shirley and Babb. 4 cars under a blanket. Pierce to the outside of Moyer. Here comes Babb, here comes Shirley. Pierce off the racetrack, Babb off the racetrack. Shirley's in second. Squirrel's gonna try and get a nut here at Farmer City. 2 to go when they come back. Shirley the leader. Brian Shirley has taken the short way around and he leads it. Taking the short way around, gonna try and use Joey Coulter as a pick. White flag in here, 1 to go. Out of turn number 2 down the backstretch for the final time. Checkered flag is gonna wave. First win of the year. Brian Shirley's going to victory lane. At the line for second, it's gonna be Billy Moyer.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Sorry for the delay. We were just getting everybody put in the right spot for their heat races. So tonight we will be interviewing the heat race winners, but we will be broadcasting, showing on your screen. This will be heat race number 2. The way they have it set up, we can only broadcast one heat race instead of all 3. That's alright, we'll still get some action up on your screens. We'll hopefully have a good time here tonight at Williams Grove Speedway. We'll run through the list of all guys that are in this heat race. This is not the order that they're in. This is just the order that I am reading them off. In this heat race, you will have the 35 car of Nick Cooper. Nick Cooper, again, out of Waterloo, New York. Also in this heat race, the 18 car, Kevin Lovies. Hails out of Canada. Jamie Martin in the 15 car will be in this heat race as well, out of Arnold, Missouri. Larry Moody, he hails out of St. Louis, Missouri. We have Danik Silvestre, or Sylvester, if I said that right. I'm sorry, Danik. David Flick in this heat race as well. David Flick out of Livingston, Montana, I believe. And in the 84 car, you have the Snail, Cale Stinson. He's out of Vandalia, Ohio. Sponsored by Foxhound Graphics and Stinson Concrete Contractors. Cale runs a 305 sprint car here in Ohio. So here we go. 8 laps is the distance of your heat races here tonight. And as a reminder, again, this is heat race number 2. We have the pace truck on the front stretch, as you'll see the guys start to pop in here in the order that they are meant to be in from race control. We will get a pace lap or 2, and then we will go green flag racing for 8 laps. Let's see who answers the call here. It looks like on the pole you're going to have the 15 car of Jamie Martin. To his outside in the 35 car, that is Nick Cooper. Second row inside, the 18 car, Kevin Lovies. To his outside. In that blue 56, that is David Flick. Row number 3 on the inside, that's Larry Moody. To his outside is Danik Sylvester. I hope I'm saying that right, Danik. And your last row, in the 36 car, is Jesse Deeds, and to his outside in the 84 car, that is the Snail, Cale Stinson. So here we go, cars are rolling. So we have heat race action coming to you live here on No Brakes TV, the UDSRA Sprint Car Series presented by PA Posse Racing. A fitting sponsor for using this track here, Williams Grove in Pennsylvania, where the PA Posse definitely reigns supreme. But not this year. The Outlaws got them for the Morgan Cup, so we'll see what they do later on in the year, heading towards the National Open. But anyway, that's old news. This is current news. This is good news. This is UDSRA Sprint Cars. We're going to take one more lap around Williams Grove, a half mile, paperclip type track. And we will launch them out of turn 4 here. The heat races are very important. The higher up you finish, the higher up you start in the feature. And here we go, through 3 and 4. Jamie Martin controls the start. We're green flag! Moody got really loose down on the inside here, but Martin will take the lead into turn 1. Kevin Lovey's down on the inside for second. Give it to Lovey's down the back straightaway. Kevin Lovey's making moves here on lap number 1 into 3 and 4. Kevin Lovey's really gaining on the leader here, coming out of 4, but lap 1, Jamie Martin will lead. First, second, and third all right there. Martin gets a good run off of turn 2 down into turn 3 and 4. Lovey's going to try and reel him back in 3 and 4 here. He's right behind him. Nick Cooper's looking to make a move. Everybody kind of thinned out here. Down the back straightaway, Jamie Martin's still in the lead, reaching almost 140 miles an hour. He picks up lap number 4. We are running out of time for Kevin Lovey's or Cooper to make a move here, as Jamie Martin is running a good race so far. Battle for 4th place is starting to heat up as David Flick is currently in that position, but Larry Moody is trying to get around him on the outside here. And Flick will hold the position. There's Nick Cooper all over the back of Kevin Lovey's. We picked up lap number 6. Nick Cooper to his inside, not enough. Kevin Lovey's is going to hold it down the back straightaway. He gets a great run off of 2. Jamie Martin leading by 0.6 seconds right now over Kevin Lovey's. Nick Cooper is in 3rd, David Flick in 4th, Larry Moody in 5th, Jesse Deeds in 6th, Danik in 7th, and it looks like Cale Stinson is scratched from the heat race. White flag, 1 to go. Jamie Martin has led every lap, looks smooth through 3 and 4. Jamie Martin will get the heat race victory. Kevin Lovey's will come home in 2nd. Nick Cooper in 3rd. Larry Moody will get 4th. David Flick will be 5th. Jesse Deeds will get 6th. Danik will get 7th. And Cale Stinson will be scored in 8th. See if he can't get his issues figured out. We will see if we can't get a word here with your heat race winner, Jamie Martin. He had awesome stiff competition to pick up that victory, as the top 2 cars, I was informed by race control, should be going to a dash, so that should make things really interesting. Let's see if we can't catch up with Jamie Martin here. Jamie, do you got us here in the booth?
Yep, gotcha.
Well, Jamie, we were in the heat race with you, and that was a fantastic job. A good job of holding on to the car, and you looked pretty good out there.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. I was a little tight. Probably just snugged up just a little bit too much. Just thinking the track was probably going to have a little more wear on it than what it did, but all in all, it was a pretty good effort.
And you definitely look smooth and held on to the lead. Do you expect the track to slicken off for the dash in the feature here later on tonight?
I think so. I definitely think as the track wears out here a little bit, I think it's going to hopefully move off the bottom. I'm not typically one that likes to ride around the inside rail. I just don't feel real comfortable down there. I'd rather be up banging the boards down, but I definitely think it's going to slick up quite a bit, and hopefully it'll be a good race to where you'll see a lot of moving around on the racetrack and a lot of passing, and hopefully a lot of slide jobs.
Definitely. We definitely want to see some of that. That's always one of the best parts about watching sprint cars is the slide jobs. Well, congratulations again on the victory here in heat race in number 2. And hopefully we'll be talking to you later tonight, and good luck.
All right, thank you very much.
All right, so we got heat race number 2 winner in here. See if we can't get the other heat race winners in the booth with us. So heat race number 1 winner. We'll see if we can't catch up with Alec Kane. He was the one who won heat race number 1. Alec Kane, we got you in the booth. Do you copy?
Yep.
Alec, we heard you won heat race number 1. How did the heat race go for you?
The track was it was a freight train of a race, so wherever you really started, you finished. So
Was held on to the bottom there. Well, either way, getting a heat race victory is definitely huge in these types of races. And you expect the track to widen out a little bit as the night goes?
yeah, hopefully it goes to the top.
Alrighty, Alec. Well, congratulations and good luck on the rest of the night, buddy.
Thank you.
And that was Alec Kane. He won heat race number 1. Ryan Sheet, he won heat race number 3. See if we can't get a word with him here. Ryan, we are in the booth. Do you copy?
Yep.
Well, we heard you won heat race number 3 as we weren't able to broadcast that, but congratulations. How's the track for you?
It's pretty good. Top and bottom seems all right.
Do you expect it to slick off as the night progresses?
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see the grooves that people run. It'll either be right along the bottom or up towards the top, probably.
Are you a fan of the high side or the low side?
Pretty much neither on this track.
Well, Ryan, congratulations and good luck in the dash and the feature tonight, and hopefully we'll be talking to you a little bit later.
Alrighty, thanks.
Heat race number 3, Ryan Sheet. So a short little intermission here as race control will get everything all set to go for the dash. And with three heat races, 2 cars advancing to the dash from each heat race, that'll have 6 cars in the dash, and that'll line up your first 3 rows. Another short little break here, folks. Take a quick bathroom break, and we shouldn't be gone too long before we get some dash action going on here on the track. gentlemen, welcome back, and we're gonna go dash racing here. 6 laps will be the distance, 6 cars. And this will set up your first 3 rows of the feature event here tonight at Williams Grove, presented by PA Posse Racing. We'll let these guys get up on the track here, and we'll go through the lineup of the dash. Casey Graves will be the pole sitter here in the 69 car. Casey Graves out of Syracuse, New York. Sponsored by Bubbles Pizza Sauce, Kittyland Love Center, The Dirty Burger, CT Convenience, Success Auto Body, and 5 Hour D Energy. David Park boys for the win. I love it. To his outside in the 10 car. That's Ryan Sheep. Ryan sponsored by Intersys and Odyssey Battery. Jamie Martin, he was the heat race winner on the broadcast in the 15 car, 2nd row inside. And then the 11 car is Alec Kane. He won heat race number 1. Kevin Loveys will be 3rd row inside. He's out of Canada, as we all know. KLR, Kevin Loveys Racing, and to his outside, starting in 6th. I apologize if I get this wrong, but he will let me know later, I'm sure. I believe it's Maxime Paquette out of Canada. He's sponsored by American Racing and Go Fast. So here we go. Next time around, we're green out of 4. 6 cars. We'll go 6 laps. We'll set the first 3 rows of tonight's feature event. Casey Graves will set the start of tonight's dash. See the old Dirty Burger on the top wing there. Never eaten there, but if you have, let us know how it was. I don't know how Phyllis cooks them things, but here we go. Coming out of 4, green flag, Casey Graves with a great jump. Jamie Martin to the inside for 2nd. Oh, Martin into the wall hard. That will end his dash hopes here. As Ryan Sheet will inherit the 2nd place position. But not without a fight. Alec Kane on the high side. Kevin Lovey's trying to make the bottom work. Can Ryan Sheets run him down here into 1 and 2? Alec Kane way up on the high side. Kevin Lovey's got a great run on Alec as Alec is trying to run down Ryan Sheets. Kevin Lovey's with a slider, not going to stick. Alec Kane in the wall. Kevin Lovey's up to 3rd. Contact. Alec Kane and Maxim got together there. Lovey's in 3rd, trying to run down Ryan Sheet. While all this is going on, Casey Graves gets the pull away to the inside. Goes Lovey's. Contact. He's not going to get him. Lovey's going to try to get him 1 and 2 here for 2nd position. Lovey's with the slider. No! Ryan Sheet got into the wall, but he's going to hold the position in 3 and 4. Ryan Sheet right against the walls. Lovey's just trying to make the inside work. Here goes Lovey's down the inside. Not enough room for a slider, but he got it. Kevin Lovey's up to 2nd as Ryan Sheet's going to try and pass him back here in 3 and 4. Not enough. Kevin Lovey's blocks the spot. Give it to Kevin Lovey's here with a white flag. One more time around. Kevin Lovey's in 2nd. But the man on the mission right now, Casey Graves, with a huge lead through 3 and 4. And Casey Graves will win the dash. Kevin Lovey's will come home in 2nd. Ryan Sheet will come home in 3rd. 4th will go to Alec Kane. 5th will go to Max. And 6th will go to Jamie Martin. The tough break for Jamie Martin is he was fast in the heat race, You just got up in that inside wall there right at the beginning. Well, this is shaping up to be a great feature event, as Kevin Loveys came from 5th to 2nd in 6 laps. We'll see if he can't make some noise in the feature here. So a little bit of track prep going to happen here before we get the A main underway. 30 laps around Williams Grove Speedway. Again, the series sponsor, all this brought to you by Pennsylvania Posse Racing. And that is Posse, P-O-S-S-E, racing.com. Make sure to check them guys out. They got a great website full of great information. If you love racing as much as the rest of us, that is a great website to visit. So make sure you check them out. And once again, thanks to UDSRA for putting on this week number 1 of 11 series here at the Williams Grove Speedway. As if anything from the dash, this is shaping up to be a great feature event with a lot of action. I may or may not run out of breath by the end of it. This is everybody's last chance to use the bathroom, grab a drink, maybe grab a little late night snack here to watch some sprint car racing. Because the next time you see the cars hit the track, it will be for the 30 lap A main. And who will take home night number 1 here at Williams Grove Speedway? If you're watching the broadcast, let us know in the comments. Also, make sure to check out UDSRA on Facebook. Make sure to check us out on Facebook, No Breaks TV. Give us a like and a subscribe on the YouTube here. That always helps us out. Also, if you're interested in any type of history or what's going on with UDSRA, they are at udsra.org. They have their own website as well. For anybody watching who maybe wants to sign up and try your hand against all these guys over here at UDSRA, make sure to keep an eye out for any pickup races or anything that they might hold, and who knows, if you impress them guys, they might just shoot you an invite to come race here at Williams Grove. Also, I have to apologize to Max. Again, sorry to Max. I guess there's a little bit of an error there with his name as it's presented there in iRacing. That's alright, we'll just call him Max. How about that? So tonight, everybody will make it through to the show. We have a field that's big enough to fill out a great number of cars, but we don't have too many to run a B main. That'll lessen the headache on the UDSRA officials. And that gives all these guys a chance who either had a bad luck or something happened to them in their heat race. Give them a chance at some redemption here, but you're going to have to come from the back, and judging by the the dash there. That's a tough field of them guys up there at the front to pass. So I'm curious to see how that's going to turn out. As we know, JB Martin, he is definitely quick. Just had a little bit of bad luck there and caught the inside wall. And Kevin Lovey's, well, he'll be tough to beat, as he passed almost the entire field to get up to his second spot there to start for the A main. But time will tell. Everything's got to go your way, especially at Williams Grove, as it is a tough, tricky, narrow track. Alrighty, folks, we'll be getting underway here in just a few minutes. We got 30 laps here at Williams Grove. Also, if everyone watching, if you're on Facebook or you have Facebook but you're just watching on YouTube, it would definitely help us out if you give us a like, as I said, and also share the broadcast. We want as many people to see this as we can. It's definitely a pretty cool thing that iRacing did for the dirt community, you know, trying to get everything as close to real as you can possibly get. And I feel like these guys did a great job, you know, and the game's still very new. Oh, sorry, the sim is still very new. And as they continue to make improvements and adjust things and whatnot, it just keeps getting better. So if there's anyone looking to try out what you're seeing here and you don't know what it is, it's iRacing.com. You pay for a membership. You pay for the cars and the tracks, but you get a good discount. Buy 6 or more, you get like 15%. That'll cover all your dirt stuff. And come on out and reach out to us, and we'll definitely come and race with you. And who knows, maybe you can get on one of these broadcasts and I could be shouting and yelling your name as you're driving around the track trying to get the lead. And as I said before, like and subscribe to the YouTube channel to keep up to date. That way you know whenever we do go live. And liking the video definitely helps us out, and it helps get our video put out more, and brings it kind of more towards everybody's attention who's searching YouTube for dirt track racing or sim racing. So that would definitely help us out. It'll help our broadcast grow, and hopefully it'll help us get any better. I don't know how good we are, but hopefully we can get better from here. Again, before we get rolling, big thanks to Tom Jenks, the man behind the cameras here at No Brakes TV, PA Posse Racing for sponsoring this series at Williams Grove, and UDSRA for taking the time and the effort out of their day to put on these races for these guys and giving us something to yell and scream about. So just a few more minutes here and we will get underway. It's 30 laps at Williams Grove. It'll be interesting to see who comes away with the night one victory, who gets that initial points lead, and see who can keep it as we go down the stretch here for 11 weeks. I don't know if you guys are excited, but ladies and gentlemen, I am excited. I have been waiting all week to get this race going underway. From last Monday to this Monday, we've been in preparation, we've been talking about it, we've been getting excited about it, and we are just minutes away from taking the green flag for week number 1, the UDSRA Sprint Car, sponsored by PA Posse Racing. Also want to make a little announcement here as we get ready to go. Me, Dewey the Duck, and Tom, we're doing a cool little thing. July 10th, after the feature here with the wing cars at the Williams Grove Speedway, we are putting $50 on the line to the winner of a non-wing feature show here at Williams Grove. And the way they're going to line that up is the finishing order of the wing cars will be inverted and we'll go another 25 or 30 laps. That's to be determined between us. And that one will be for $50 to win, presented by No Brakes TV. And I know Tom's looking forward to that, and I'm definitely looking forward to that. Because that should be really interesting to see. That's a big shakeup. Not only are you inverting the field, but you're also putting everybody in a non-wing sprint car. So make sure you tune in on July 10th, because that looks to be a great race. And hey, $50 is $50. Everybody's strapping in right now, pulling them belts down nice and tight. We're getting ready to go here at Williams Grove. We got 30 laps to determine a victor. And the way that the dash went, this will definitely be a battle. So here before the feature, make sure everybody's all dialed in. We're going to have a little bit of a hot lap session, let everybody kind of get the final adjustments tuned onto their cars. And then we will go racing here for 30 laps. As you see on your screen, we got sprint cars going around Williams Grove Speedway right now. Everybody trying to get dialed in for tonight's feature event. You think about it, 30 laps is a long time at a track like this, because when it gets really slick, you've really got a lot of throttle control to get around this place without, one, getting into the wall, and two, getting into another car. And it's also a half-mile track, so it's not as fast as it was earlier in the night, even though some of these guys, I'm sure, will figure out how to turn really fast lap times. But it takes a lot more than just a lead foot to get around this place, and that's what's really unique and really cool. And that's why I think this is going to turn out to be a great feature. It's definitely going to be a driver track here tonight. As you can see on your screen, the track's already pretty slick. And if we're going to have 20 plus sprint cars on it, they're definitely going to blow this track off. And they're going to make it tough to drive, and that'll mean the best man will win here tonight. And pick up week number 1 victory. The UDSRA Sprint Car Series, presented by PA Posse Racing. And folks, I'll just let you take in the sight and the sound of these sprint cars before we get rolling and you hear my gums a-flapping. I'll just let you breathe it in as much as you can without actually being there. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen. Word from race control is it is go time here at Williams Grove Speedway. So hopefully these guys are strapping in and they're ready to go. Because they're going to have to tame the Williams Grove Speedway in order to win week number 1 here with the UDSRA Sprint Cars presented by PA Posse Racing. And here we go, folks. You're going to start seeing cars line up on the front straightaway. We'll do a rundown for you. Casey Graves will start on the pole. To his outside will be Kevin Levies. Ryan Sheep will be in the 3rd position with Alec Kane to his outside in 4th. Mad Max Paquette will be in 5th with Jamie Martin to his outside in 6th. Jordan Poirier will be in 7th with Nick Cooper in 8th place. Joshua Gaiman will be in the 9th position, with Benjamin Hickman starting to his outside in 10th. Larry Moody will be in the 11th position, with Taylor Howell to his outside in 12th. George Wood will be in the unlucky 13th position, with David Flick to his outside. Alex Szerzinski, I hope I said that right, will be in the 15th position, with Cody Hartlove starting to his outside in 16th. Jesse Deeds will be in 17th, with Jeremy Rucker to his outside starting in position number 18. 19th will be Christopher Stringfellow, with Danik to his outside in the 20th position, Danik Sylvester. Dakota Kuhn will be in the 21st starting position, with the Sneo Cale Stinson to his outside in the 22nd spot. It looks like rounding out the field, position number 23 will be Corey Clay. So ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we're rolling here for 30 laps. Who will be the victor at Williams Grove Speedway with the UDSRA Sprint Cars? Will it be Casey Graves, who walked away in the dash, or will it be Kevin Loveys, who advanced the most positions in the dash? Can maybe Alec Kane get up to the high side and make the high side work? What about Jamie Martin? A little bit of bad luck in his dash run. We know he has a fast race car. Joshua Gaiman's always fast. Benjamin Hickman. There's a lot of guys in this field that I can see could win the race. Jeremy Rucker from the back. Cale Stinson from the back. What about Corey Clay picking up the tail here? We got 30 laps to find out. Coming down the back straightaway, the lights are out on the pace truck. Casey Graves will be setting the pace coming out of turn 4. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. 30 laps at Williams Grove Speedway with the UDSRA Sprint Cars green. Graves gets a great jump into turn 1. Ryan Sheet down on the inside, trying to take the lead. Down the back straightaway in turn 3 and 4. Ryan Sheet is right there as we got a yellow. Yellow flag on the speedway. I'm not too sure what happened. But a yellow nonetheless. Well, let's see if we can see how they shake out here. Not much got into the race before we had our first yellow, and we got a good battle shaping up here. Casey Graves will be in first. Ryan Sheet will be in the 2nd position. Kevin Loveys will be in 3rd. Mad Max will be in 4th. 5th will be Alec Kane. 6th is Jordan Poirier. 7th is Jamie Martin. 8th will be Nick Cooper. 9th is Josh Gaiman, and rounding out the top 10 is Larry Moody. Looks like George Wood and Danik Sylvester are both off the track right now. Everybody should be forming up here 2 by 2. It's double file restarts here at the UDSRA Sprint Cars. And it looks to me that the lights are out on the pace truck. If I'm getting the word right, we are going green out of 4. Casey Graves still on the point. He sets the start. Coming out of 4, here we go, green flag! Ryan Sheet into the wall, big time wreck on the front straightaway here. There are cars everywhere right now. We got David Flick tangled up. The 51 cars down on the infield wall here in the back straight. That's Benjamin Hickman. Ryan Sheep was running second. Got into the wall, and the whole field had nowhere to go. Ryan Sheep will pull the car into the pit area, see if there's any damages that need to be repaired and if he can make it back out. Another car in the pit area, that's the 35 car of Nick Cooper. But he is missing a front nose wing. That is definitely not good. So everybody should be forming up here, coming out of 3 and 4. I'll run through your top 10 here. Casey Graves still in first place. Alec Kane all the way up to second now. Kevin Loveys is still in third. Jamie Martin is up to fourth. And Jordan Poirier, he is in fifth. Sixth place will be Joshua Gabin. Seventh place, Larry Moody. Eighth place will be David Flick. Glad to see his car was okay after getting tangled up there with the 29 car, Taylor Howell. Ninth place, Ryan Sheet, able to maybe hold on to it. He might be heading towards the back here with that damage and being in the pit area. It looks like they are filtering him through to the back. So Cody Hartlub will now be in 9th, and Alex Szerzynski will be in 10th. So here we go. Can Alec Kane make the high side work around Casey Graves? They're rolling through 3 and 4 here. Casey Graves again will be starting the field. Coming out of turn 4. He's on the hammer. We're green flag racing. Kevin Loveys with a great jump down on the inside to get second position. It looks like Jordan Poirier's down on the bottom. Going to get it from Alec Kane here. Down the back straight over for third. We got a great battle for third place here. Alec Kane right there. Oh, big time wreck in turn 4. It looks like Larry Moody was spun around in the 23 car. Had nowhere to go. And that's Cody Hartlub. There may have been a little bit of contact between the 72 car. I'm sorry, I had my nose mixed up. The 73 car that put him down on the infield and left Hartlub nowhere to go. Kevin Loveys made a great jump there on that start underneath Alec Kane, and Jordan followed him right there on the bottom as Alec Kane looks like he might need some laps to get rolling on the high side and maybe try and catch up to these guys. And that's what I was saying earlier in this broadcast. This track can be really tricky, and it is tight quarters. It may not seem like it on the broadcast, but whenever you're actually in the car, it is very close quarters at this racetrack. And Casey Graves is still on point. Kevin Loveys will be scored in second. Jordan Poirier in third. Alec Kane will be in fourth. And Jamie Martin will round out your top 5 here. Let's see if we can get everybody to settle down a little bit and get some green flag racing in. Does anybody have anything for Casey Graves here? Is there anything that's going to make Casey Graves maybe a little nervous? We will find out, as Kevin Levy's got a great jump on the last restart. Let's see if he can do it again here, coming out of 4. Casey Graves again starts the pace here, starts whenever everybody else can get on the hammer. Now here we go. We are green flag again at Williams Grove. And Jordan out on the inside of Kevin Levy's here, and he's going to look to the inside of the 69 car. Almost 3 wide down the straightaway here. Casey Graves got a great run as we got another yellow. They were 3 wide for the lead. Casey Graves, Kevin Levy's, Jordan Poirier were 3 wide, battling for the lead when that caution came out. And Jamie Martin was in the catbird seat waiting for a mistake to pass all 3 of them. I'm getting tongue. Action is getting so crazy so quick here at Williams Grove. Looked like the 12 car got loose there and kind of started a little chain reaction. That's Jeremy Rucker in the 12 car. Tough break for him, as he was looking to be moving up through the field a little bit. But I'm sure we'll see Jeremy Rucker bounce back, as he is definitely a pretty good driver here in these winged sprint cars. The lights look out on the pace truck here, as we're going to go green next time around. Casey Graves has been in control. We're rolling through 1, going into turn 2 here. Everybody stacked up 2 by 2 behind the pace truck. So let's see if we can get another battle like the one we just had between Casey Graves, Kevin Levy's, and Jordan Poirier there. And here we go. Casey Graves once again sets the pace. Kevin Levy's to the outside. And we are green once again at Williams Grove. And Jordan with a great jump there, as he was right on the back of Casey Graves in 1 and 2. Alec with a hard slide job. The 28 almost spins coming down the back straightaway. Another yellow. Because it looks like there was some contact made from the 7 of Alec Kane, got into Jordan and turned him around. The 7 car almost takes out the 18, loops around the 28 as he's trying to make something happen here. Nonetheless, we have another yellow here on the Speedway. And that's a tough break for Jordan, as he got a great jump going down into turns 1 and 2 and looked to have something for the leader. Just unfortunate circumstance there, and gets looped around. As he's now going to pull the car into the pits and maybe get some small repairs here on the car, make sure everything's okay before he gets back out there. So Casey Graves is still your leader. Kevin Levy's is in 2nd. Alec Kane is up to 3rd. Jamie Martin is in 4th, and Joshua Gaiman is now in 5th. David Flick is in 6th. Alex Szerzinski is riding 7th. In 8th, it shows Dakota Kuhn from 21st up to 8th. Rolling in 9th position is showing Nick Cooper, able to bounce back after some damage early on. Jesse Deeds is in 10th. Ryan Sheep is in 11th after some early damage getting into the wall, running 2nd. Corey Clay, it shows, running in 12th position. Cody Hartlum, Max Paquette, Christopher Stringfellow, Jordan Poirier, And that is all the cars on the lead lap. So here we go, down the back straightaway, coming into turn 3. The lights are out on the pace truck. See if we can't get some green flag racing in here, folks. Casey Graves setting the pace. Kevin Lovey's to the outside, and here we go, green flag. Lovey's right there with him. Alec Kane to the inside. Kevin Lovey's got to go all the way to the top shelf here. Alec Kane and Kevin Lovey's battling for second place, coming into 3 and 4. Lovey's to the outside. Looks like Casey Graves got a little too low, and Kevin Lovey's got a great run, and Lovey's in the lead. Big wreck on the front straightaway. The 69 almost loops it around, and that causes a chain reaction. Multiple cars spinning around. A great run going for Casey Graves. It looks he just got a little too loose, and Kevin Lovey's was able to jump right onto the mistake there, and he is now on the point. We are running out of green flag laps here, folks, but the action is definitely hot whenever the flags are green. Let's see if we can't get the end of this race in under green. Kevin Lovey's is now sitting in position number 1. Jamie Martin in 2nd. Alec Kane in 3rd. Alec Szerzynski in 4th. And Casey Graves falling back to 5th. Now, Alex Szerzynski is a car to keep an eye on. He started in 15th, and he is up to 4th. Now it looks like Dave Flick rolling by the field there is missing a nose wing. Tough break for him. He's been caught up in a couple of accidents here tonight. He had worked his way from 14th up to 7th until he had to pull into the pit area to maybe get some repairs, put a new nose wing on. We will see. So here we go, fields forming up 2 by 2. Not even a handful of laps here remaining. So Kevin Lovey's on the point. Jamie Martin to his outside. Rolling into turn 3 out of turn 4 as Kevin Lovey's will now set the pace. And here we go, green flag. Alec Kane with a great jump on the start. He is right there on Kevin Lovey's for the lead. Alec Kane to the inside of Kevin Lovey's. Kevin Lovey slides to the top shelf. They're side by side down the back straightaway. We got a battle for the lead. Into turn 3 and 4. Can Alec Kane get below Kevin Lovey's? Not enough. Lovey's will hold on to it on the high side. Yellow. Just as the action was getting hot, we get a yellow. It looks like this race is going to end under a yellow flag, as the laps do count right now, so there's nothing we can do about that. So your field rundown, Kevin Lovey's will be the winner. Alec Kane in 2nd. Jamie Martin in 3rd. Cody Hartloeb from 16th to 4th. Casey Graves still in the 5th position. Dakota Kuhn from 21st to 6th. Alec Szerzynski from 15th to 7th. Joshua Gaiman in 8th. Ryan Sheet in 9th. And Jordan Poirier made his way back up to 10th. 11th, Nick Cooper. 12th is Mad Max Piquet. 13th looks to be Jesse Dietz. 14th will be David Flick. And that is the cars on the track. The rest of your order here. 15th will be Corey Clay. 16th will be Christopher Stringfellow. 17th will be Danik Sylvester. 18th will be Larry Moody. 19th will be the Snail Cale Stinson. 20th will be George Wood. 21st, Jeremy Rucker. 22nd, Taylor Howell. And 23rd is Benjamin Hickman. As you see him rolling through 3 and 4, Kevin Lovies will be your winner here of night number 1 of the UDSRA Sprint Car Series presented by Pennsylvania Posse Racing. We will see if we can't get an interview with 1 or 2 of these guys. It looks like we'll be able to talk to the top 3. See if we can't get a word in with each of them before we sign off here. Let's see if we can't catch up with the 3rd place finisher here. JB Martin, do you copy us here in the booth?
Yeah, I gotcha.
Well, Jamie, a pretty rough race here tonight. Definitely a slick track with not a lot of grip, I should say. Not a lot of, but not a lot of grip. How do you feel about the way the night went for you tonight?
It didn't go too bad. Kind of screwed up there in the dash and caught the inside wall in the start, so it kind of put us behind the 8 ball. Felt like I had a good car in that A main, just never really got to utilize it. Just one of those deals sometimes where you run into races like that. It's just part of the deal, and just hopefully next week you can come back and maybe put ourselves in a little better position for next Monday night.
Yes, sir. As they say, sometimes that's just racing. Well, do you have anybody to thank on that car tonight, Jamie?
Not really. Just well, I guess I got a few guys to thank. Got to thank my guys over at T3M, kind of my pavement team that I've hung out with since I started on iRacing. And then I always got to give a little short shout out to Troy Wogman, Flat Out Sim Series guy. Him and I work a lot together on some setups and stuff like that. So him and I bounce a lot of ideas off each other, and definitely missed him racing here tonight.
Alrighty, Jamie. Well, after the up and down kind of night, congratulations on a 3rd place, and we look forward to seeing you next Monday.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
And that was Jamie Martin, the 3rd place finisher. We'll see if we can't get Alec Kane in here. He finished in 2nd position. And Alec, do you copy us here in the booth, buddy?
Yep.
Well, pretty tough race here tonight, but you still were able to pull off a 2nd place finish.
Yeah, that was whoever started on the bottom, basically. So.
Yeah, it looked like a couple times you could start to get something going, and as soon as you did, the yellow would fly. But you definitely were trying to make it interesting for us here in the broadcast booth, throwing them big sliders.
Yeah, it was fun. I mean, they put on a good show. It was just the double file stuff and some of the drivers, and
yeah, definitely a tough track.
But you get a good group of guys in here on a slick track. It'll be fun. Nothing that Michael did wrong or anything, but
I agree with you there. You got anyone you want to thank on the car tonight?
No, just True Speed Motorsports. That's about it.
Alrighty, sir. Well, congratulations on second, and we hopefully look forward to having you back next week.
Yep, thank you.
Now, Kane, your second place finisher, and coming in the booth next, he won the 30 lap A main. Kevin Loveys, congratulations, sir.
Thank you.
Pretty tough race, as I said with the other two guys. It's hard to get anything going whenever you got a lot of yellows. Plus, the track was super slick tonight.
Yeah, it's definitely hard to get a rhythm going with all the cautions, and you're at a pretty big disadvantage starting on the outside. It was just so slick and really easy to spin the tires on the start. But I was able to get a really good start on that one restart and kind of sailed it in the middle and was leading when the caution came out. So, things still got to go your way.
Yeah, it looked like you got a great start, and coming through 3 and 4, it looked like Casey just got real loose, and you were able to pounce right on that mistake.
Yeah, and unfortunately, when it's slick like that, I mean, you kind of gotta force the issue sometimes, and if a guy makes a mistake, you gotta be there. So
definitely, your car looked really good out there. You got anyone you want to thank tonight?
I just want to thank UDSRA for putting the show on. You guys for broadcasting. Just should be fun all year.
Yeah, we look forward to it as well. Kevin, congratulations. You win week number 1, and we look forward to seeing you next week.
Great, thanks a lot.
And that was Kevin Loveys, the winner of tonight's 30-lap feature here at Williams Grove. Week number 1 of the UDSRA Sprint Cars presented by PA Posse Racing. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe that is all we have for you tonight. Tough track. A lot of the guys, they have a lot of work to do before week number 2. But nonetheless, myself and Tom Drakes at No Brakes TV, we will definitely be back for week number 2 of the UDSRA Sprint Cars here at Williams Grove presented by PA Posse Racing. And we look forward to having all of you watching at home, at work, wherever you are. Make sure to like and subscribe. Make sure to check out our Facebook page. Check out UDSRA's Facebook page, PAPosseRacing.com. And everybody, have a good night.